I'm going to show you guys how I made my oven-baked crispy fries to go along with my delicious homemade chicken sandwich, which you can find that recipe on my channel. I'm just going to slice all of my potatoes into fry sizes, and you guys can peel your potatoes if you want to. But I chose not to peel my potatoes. And I'm just going to slice up my potatoes into fry sizes. Make sure not to make your fries too thin, then it won't be right. But I'm just going to cut them or slice them into a medium size fry. And I'm going to remove all the bad spots from my potatoes. And I'm just showing you guys the size of my fry. But yeah, I'm just going to continue to do this to the rest of my fries. And let me know if you guys try this recipe. Just put it down in the comments. And I'm just going to cut my other potato. But if you guys want larger fries, you should use a russet potato and just peel the skin off of that potato. I think fries are better without the skin. But I'm just going to slice my potatoes and then add them into the bowl. And I'm just going to repeat that process to the remaining potatoes. Making sure I don't cut my potatoes too small. But after cutting all of my potatoes, I'm just going to add it into my salted boiling water. I used about 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to start slowly adding in my potatoes. When you're adding your potatoes, your water doesn't have to be boiling. But yeah. But I'm just going to add in my potatoes. Making sure not to burn myself. I'm just going to carefully add them in. And make sure that your potatoes are cooking evenly. And yeah, I'm just going to add it. And adding the salt helps with cooking the potato and the process of softening the potato. So yeah. But I'm just going to add the potatoes in. And I just stirred my potatoes, making sure that there was enough room for the other potatoes. I didn't want to crowd my pan or overcrowd my pan with the potatoes. I wanted them to cook evenly. So I added the remaining fries into the pot. And I'm just going to give it a stir. And I'm just going to let my potatoes boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. But make sure you guys keep an eye on your potatoes. Make sure that you're checking to see if they're done. I just poked my potato with a fork, and at this point they were done. The fork went all the way through. And you don't want to overcook your potatoes or they'll break or become mushy. But make sure you guys keep an eye on your potatoes. And I'm just going to drain the water off. And here I have my pan with a napkin. And I'm just going to add my potatoes onto the napkin so that it can cool off, and so that I could get ready to bake them. But yeah, I'm just going to add them onto the pan, making sure not to put too many in the pan because you want them to be cool. But once my potatoes or my fries have cooled off, I'm just going to remove the napkin from under the potatoes. And adding the napkin allowed me to remove the water that we didn't need, because we want our potatoes to be crispy when we bake it. But I'm just going to line up my fries, and this allows for a nice cook, and it makes the potatoes crispy, and the potatoes are not like on top of each other, which stops the process of making the potatoes crispy. But yeah, I'm just going to line my potatoes up, and I'm going to do this until all of my potatoes are lined up. And you guys can season your potatoes with anything that you, or like any seasoning that you like. But once I have my potatoes lined up, I'm just going to add over some oil. You guys can use any oil that you like. You can use avocado oil, olive oil, or like vegetable oil. But I'm just going to pour my oil, making sure it's enough but not adding too much. But I'm going to just season my potatoes with all-purpose seasoning, or not all-purpose seasoning, seasonal. I'm just going to sprinkle some over the top, making sure it's seasoned well. And you guys don't want to add too much of the seasoning because it is a salty seasoning. It contains a lot of salt, so be careful. But yeah, I'm just going to sprinkle the seasoning over my potatoes, and then I'm just going to flip it to the other side so that I can season that side. And I'm just going to add some more oil. Like I said, not adding too much, but I'm adding some oil to the potatoes so that they won't stick, and like so that they have oil on them as well. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more of the seasoning. And like I said, you guys don't want to add too much oil to your pan. But at this point, these are how my fries looked. And I'm just going to add them into the oven, or like place them into the oven on 450 for about for 35 minutes. And while they're in the oven cooking, make sure you guys flip your potatoes to the other side so that that side can get crispy. But this is how my fries looked. This is how they came out. And I'm just going to be having it with a chicken sandwich. And yeah, I hope you guys tried this recipe. I hope you guys are subscribed to me. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Adios.